What's up, guys? It's your boy Wolfman Carter here, and we're back at it again with some more Lucid9. Now, as far as doing female voices, I'm probably not going to do those anymore. Well, I'm not doing them anymore. I find them kind of annoying and hard to do, so male voices I'll still do, but as far as female voices, I'm just going to read regular. So, let's get to it. I slip inside the room, holding back a smile. The office is minimalistic in its furnishings, but fairly welcoming. Warm light encompasses the room, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranged around a coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. It looks more like the office of a therapist rather than the office of a school dorm manager. In the corner, I spot a comingly mahogany desk, on top of which sits Jiro Ryota in a very dramatic position. Welcome to the Satan Room. Have you brought an offering to appease the Dark Lord? Indeed I have. With an equally exaggerated bow, I present the book and note from my teacher. Mr. Ryota's eyes scrunch in confusion. Eyebrows, I mean. The hell is this? I kinda got in trouble earlier for talking back. Instead of detention, the teacher's convinced that I need a more permanent solution. Like death? I could help you with that. She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe. Oh, okay. But what the hell is this? He shakes the book. I just came a blank for a second. Let me try that again. He shakes the book emphatically. The curriculum that the teacher recommends for, helping me. She ain't trying to help. Alright. Well, I'll put it where it belongs. He promptly throws it in the trash, which extracts a laugh from me. Now, to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants. His eyes drift over the paper that I silently hand to him. Ha! Oh boy, isn't this precious? Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryuta, I am having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care for the inefficiencies of bureaucracy. Sincerely, a woman who was certainly the most boring person in her graduating class. I choke back laughter as he crumples the paper into a ball and lobs it in the trash. By the way, oh crap, I broke character. By the way, don't tell anyone I said that or I might get fired. And then you'd be having to take counseling from Mrs. Hanazawa. And then where would we be? Consider the NDA sign. Mr. Ryota reclines easily against his chair, kicking his legs on the table. So how's the apartment? Still in one piece, mostly. Good to hear. And Phil? Phil. The little houseplant, the one I placed on your shelf. Your memory sucks more than mine, kid. Oh, right. I vaguely remember Mr. Ryota's forming an odd attachment to a plant when I'd moved into my apartment, even to the point where he named him Phil. I think he died. That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant. Nope. Looked fake on the outside, I guess, but all real inside. A satisfied smile pulls at Mr. Ryota's lips, and I suddenly realize the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we? Your optimism is inspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer to be on the contrary. What people look... crap, I read that wrong again. Dang, I just can't read today. What? People look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside? Something like that. We were talking about plants. How was I supposed to know? Well, you know now. So now that you know, is your answer the same? No. Didn't even need to think about it? It's true. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside they're nothing. Mr. Ryota evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, there's no judging in his gaze. You must be a real party pleaser. I'll be here all week. What made you draw such a depressing conclusion? I can tell that his mind's on the fast track of psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicidal tendencies. Time to put that to rest, because if anything should be blamed, it should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Power of observation, if anything. People like to be strong, confident, independent on the outside. Peel that away, and what do you get? They're hot. Then the heart must be pretty pathetic. Did I ever say otherwise? No, I guess he didn't. Mr. Ryota eases from the topic and leans back on his chair, drawing a planner from his drawer. Well, if it were up to me, I'd say that you're just like any other surly teenager going through the first throes of senioritis. But paperwork's been signed, and you know how bureaucracy goes. I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national change. Ha! You assume the mayor actually does anything important. He scrawls something down on his tablet and taps the screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket. Your teacher recommended that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that? You'll just play it by ear. You let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you're due for another checkup. I check what he sent me, a copy of the spreadsheet that's taped outside his door, revealing his available times. Wow, how do you have this much free time? Life as a dorm manager just swell, isn't it? I thought you at least had some kind of job. I'll let you in on a secret. The kids here don't cause much trouble, not because they're angels, not because they're boring, because they're too prissy. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with things like graffiti or booze. But they do need someone to cry to when they stub a toe. And the other teachers seem to think that I fit the job description. Actually, it's more like they don't want to deal with hormonal brats. So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be the bench warmer who just nods and smiles once every few minutes. Like with me. Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope. Yeah, that sounds like the academy in a nutshell. Half the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half are too lazy to care. What do you get to hear? Whining about grades, toxic relationships? Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I can't exactly complain. Makes my job easy. Thank you for your massive contribution to society. You're absolutely welcome. They seem to equal yours. I snort. He chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I hadn't gotten Mr. Ryota. Well, as long as you're loving, caring, and awe-inspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you from the beauty that is the club recruitment day. Oh no, I'm fine, really. Off you go. Take a selfie and send it to me. Well, I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. But that, you said you need to expand your opportunities, broaden your horizons, go where no man has gone before. But, and most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan. That's just sad, Mr. Ryota. Well, domination calls. See ya. And that's enough of him. Well, I would say that was a alright experience. And without another word, he shoved me out and slammed the door in my face. Disrespectful. I have no choice but to head to the schoolyard. It doesn't take much time to find Masato behind the track table, armed with I Heart Track flags and I Heart Track posters and I Heart Track headbands. I get this very vague feeling that he loves track. Obviously. He welcomes me enthusiastically, immediately piling all admin duties on me. But true to my word, I proceed to be completely useless throughout the recruitment process. Eventually, Masato seems to give up, handing me a simple sign to wave around. I amuse myself by coming up with truly terrible pitches. You want a six-pack? Join track. Looking for health hacks? Join track. Get a knack? Join track. Ride your lack? Join track. Oh, these are cringy. Pick up the slack? Join track. For reasons unknown, Masato seems to love this. He grins and slaps me on the back. There you go. You just need to apply yourself, see? I'm pretty sure that those glances we're getting from the underclassmen aren't looks of admiration. Despite my obvious shortcomings, Masato hooks 4 recruits into track. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that he got that many. A lot of these attendees of this school are the richer, lazier kids. I also noticed that he seems to be a lot easier on them than he was on me. When the club recruitment fair is done and everything's torn down, Masato and I head to the school entrance to wait for Ryu and Yahiko. For reasons unknown, Masato is ecstatically chattering about my newfound enthusiasm. You killed it today, man! That's the kind of team spirit we need! Great. I might have just gotten myself into more trouble. Well, I guess I was in track for most of last year. Might as well do it again this year. To him, and then I said, Geezer's on the gravy stick of Motherlode. We could use a man with your skills. And so he signed the contract with the blood from his veins, thereby thereby permanently joining the drama club. Wow, I can't believe you're so good at recruiting people. You know what they've said to me? What? What? Something like, get a life. You're just in denial about reality. Ooh, that's harsh. Well, darn my socks. Youth these days are so cynical. The two come to a halt as Masato waves Ryu over. Well, looks like you guys have plans. I better leave you and you and everyone else to have some nice time together. What? What are you talking about? It's more like babysitting duty, where I'm the babysitter and I have to make sure a bunch of kids won't, set the house on fire and stuff. Aw, come on, he's your best friend, isn't he? And your childhood friend. Yeah, but have you guys made a childhood promise together? What? No, no way. Really? Really, those kind of things are more cliche than explosions in an action movie? Exactly. Well, think of it this way. Although explosions may be a cliche, they're also a staple. You can't have a proper action movie without proper explosions. It's the same with life. You can't have a proper childhood friend without a proper childhood promise. I wince. Does she have to mention romance, really? Oh, look, there they are. Guess I better get going. Have fun storming the castle. The girl cheerily skips away as Ryu sprints to us for refuge. I try for a smirk. Looks like you and Akira had a productive recruitment day. Akira Karube, Ryu's best friend, current roommate, and self-appointed matchmaker. Also another person who I don't get along with. But let's be honest. Do I get along with anyone? Akira was sure productive. I barely had any luck. I noticed that she's mastered herself surprisingly quickly. Well, I guess that 10 years of make-believe and drama club would do that to you. How'd you guys do?
We got 4 new recruits. 15 liters of fresh blood.
15 liters? Did you just pull that number out of your head, or is it actually legit?
Real. Woman. Of course it's legit. Average weight's 55 kilograms, and average teenager has a blood volume of 7%. His or her total weight. We got ourselves 4 new recruits.
Ryu's eyes are already swimming as he raves on, seemingly unaware of the curious glances from the freshmen who've pegged him as a rough thug.
Assuming no one's anemic, we've got 55 times 4 in total kilograms, which is 220. Multiply that by 0.07 for that weight to blood volume ratio. Bam! 15.4. Round it down to 15 for a nice round number. And we got ourselves 15 liters of fresh blood.
And this is why Masato's really good at catching people off guard. I can't believe you actually calculated that.
Why? It ain't no trouble.
It sure does sound like trouble.
Hell nah. You should see what we do in our honor society.
Yes, honor society. Not only does he participate in it, he's the president. Oh, did I not mention that he's literally good at everything? Athletics, academics, heck, probably even art. Except sarcasm. That's one area I can trump him in. The only area. Oh, here comes the great Yahiko Ikari. Sure enough, a familiar shock of blonde hair pops around the corner. Yahiko's beaming, but I notice that he's not holding a single sign-up page in his hand.
Good day to you, my pitiful peasants. You've arrived just in time to witness my brilliant plan. Technically, he was the one who came to us, but I stay silent. You see, I've decided to create my own club, a club worthy of my immeasurable greatness.
In other words, he got rejected by all the other clubs. Oh boy. You're making a club?
Good for you. I know. I'm going to call it the Happy Club. It will be comprised of minions who will follow my every bidding.
I think we just witnessed the creation of the shadiest club on campus.
Well, we will start by taking over the school, then Isamu, then Japan, and then the entire world.
Well, at least he doesn't lack ambition.
And once my mansion on the moon is built, we will have a dominion over the universe itself.
But he does lack brains.
What you guys talking about all secret like?
Nothing. We were just, talking about how we haven't gone to GFC in a while. As completely unconvincing as this excuse is, she successfully turns Masato's attention to food.
GFC? I like the way you think, Ryu. We better go now before the dinner rush starts.
He marches off, humming cheeringly, as Yahiko blathers on about how amazing his new club will be. Great cover. I know. Totally inconspicuous. just as inconspicuous as that time you wore a kimono. Of course she'd bring that up. You want to get tickled? Oh, okay. That's not awkward at all. You wouldn't dare. Whenever you mention anything about kimonos, I just feel this sudden urge to tickle the nearest person. We better get going. We should follow Masato and Yahiko to GFC. Yeah. She speeds away before I have a chance to stop her. I only chuckle to myself as I catch up. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below things you liked or didn't like about the video. And all my social medias are in the description box below. And like I mentioned before, I'm gonna start editing with Adobe Premiere. So hopefully that goes well. And then as far as recording software, I'm still looking for a better recording software to use until I can either one, get a 3.0 USB port converter or buy a different version of the Elgato, because the one I currently have, you need a 3.0 just to use it. So yeah, so right now I'm currently using OBS, but I'm hoping to, you know, find something a little bit better. Like OBS is fine, but I feel like I could find something better. And also I'm looking for more games to play, specifically horror games, because I need to get over. They get me hype. Not like action ones like Resident Evil and stuff like that. This stuff's pretty. It's not scary at all. But I mean like the kind where you can't fight back, like Outlast, which next year when Outlast 2 comes out, it's gonna be beautiful. And again, thank you guys for watching. This is your boy Wolfman Carter, squatting out to the next video. I'm out this piece.